Hello students, in the previous video we have studied the graph of sine function and cos function in between the interval 0 to 2 pi. But sin x is defined for all the real values of x, and that's why we have to, while drawing the graph, we have to take the entire domain. Now I started with the minus 4 pi, and in the left side it continue, and also in the right side also it continue the value of x taken in between minus pi to plus 4 pi. And you can see the graph of the function, and this graph will crosses the x-axis at all multiples of pi, because sin x is 0 when x is a multiple of pi. That means sin pi is 0, sin 0 is 0, and you can see this point, and it crosses x-axis at 0 0. It continue like this. And sin pi by 2 is 1. It continue like this. As we further increase the angle, sin function decreases, and it is equal to minus 1 when it is 3 pi by 2. And again at 2 pi sin x is 0. Anyhow, sin x takes the values in between minus 1 to plus 1. Therefore, the curve will not go above the line parallel to x-axis, that is x equal to 1 we call. There is no width for the curve. It is shown to visible clearly, and this is the graph of the function y is equal to sin x. And let us take the function y is equal to cos x, which is similar to that. Here cos x is 0 whenever it is odd multiple of pi by 2. That means for all 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, it's equal to 0, where n is an integer. This is how the graph of the cos x continues. For all odd multiple of pi by 2, cos x equal to 0. Therefore, whenever x is odd multiple of pi by 2, the curve will cross the line x-axis at that point. Finally, the graph of the cos function will be like this. It continues both left side as well as right side. Now let us analyze the graph of the tan function. And tan x is 0 for all multiple of pi, because sin x is 0 for all multiple of pi, and tan x is sin x by cos x. Tan minus 3 pi is equal to 0, you can see now. Like this it continues, and you can observe after every interval of pi it repeats, and it will be continue like this, and finally the graph of tan function will be like this. Now let us take the function y is equal to cosec x. Here cosec x is not defined whenever it is a multiple of pi, because it is reciprocal of sine, and whenever sin x is 0, cosec x is not defined, and cosec x will never take the value in between -1 to +1. That is, cosec x is either greater than or equal to 1 or less than or equal to -1. Therefore the curve will not come in between -1 to +1. Now it continue like this. You can join all these points and trace a smooth curve, which is the graph of the function. Finally the graph of the cosec function will be like this, and next one is sec function. Here sec x is not defined for all odd multiple of pi by 2, which is reciprocal of cos x. Therefore when it is a odd multiple of pi by 2, cosec x is not defined. Like this it continues till infinity. It will not stop here, it will continue like that, and the graph of the cosec function will be like this. And last, let us analyze the graph of the cot function. Here cot x is not defined for all multiple of pi, because cot x is cos x by sin x, and sin x is not equal to 0 for all multiple of pi. Therefore cot x is not defined whenever it is a multiple of pi. And this is the graph of the cot function. You can see this is the graph of the cot function. And finally smooth curve can be drawn, and it will get the graph will be like this. Now you can see this graph. There is a line y-axis, and see the graph cot x and y-axis. From the upper side you observe the graph y is equal to cot x and y-axis are close to each other, and important thing is the curve will not cross or touch the curve, touch the line y-axis, and such lines are called as asymptotes to the curve. It will not cross or the curve will not touch also, but it is coming closer and closer. As we go far and far, the curve becomes closer and closer to y-axis, but it will never touch or it will never cross this line y-axis, and that is called as asymptotes to the curve. Thank you.